Yes, this is Gildas. I am really excited this morning. I just found something out really interesting. It's ChatGPT. I've been hearing people talking about it, and I heard that it's really good. So I just logged on, and I really wanted to try out. And as you could already see in my left corner, I've tried a few things. It's really, really, really good. I'm just super excited. I've never seen something this easy. It's like a cheat sheet, something like that. What I tried is it works like just a question thing. I just try to ask it one small question, right? Let me say, what is anaconda? And you could see Lively is bringing the answer out. So it says Anaconda is a distribution of the Python and R programming languages for scientific computation and data science. You see, it brings you a more simplified and direct answers to your questions. And then it does not stop there. It actually does a few aspects of data analysis, which I'm going to try out and I'll show you. So I have a small data set here. I'll go to this file here. I've saved some small data here. It's some presence absence information about genes presence and absence from some samples. So I'll bring that data to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to ask ChatGPT to analyze this data for me. So analyze this data, please. Then I'll paste the data and run it. Then let's see what it's going to do. So as you could see already, it's saying this data consists of 15 columns and 22 rows. Each row represents a sample and each column represents a genetic marker. So it knows that these are genetic markers. You know, I didn't even tell him that these are genes, but it realized that these are genes. And then so it's giving me some information. From here I could see, from a preliminary observation, all the samples except these samples have a value of 1. And additionally, so okay, first of all, before I go, here you could see it was able to realize that this is actually a binary data set representing the presence and absence of the genes. This is good because this is actually, ChatGPT, I'm just super excited. I'm speaking all over the place. So ChatGPT had no idea what I was having in my Excel file, right? And then I brought it in, and it was able to tell me that this is a binary table with presence absence of genes. And then I've put it in, and it's able to tell me, to give me a brief descriptive analysis. Most of the samples, except these samples, have the value of 1, which means presence for these particular genes, sulfonamides, quinolones, then aminoglycoside resistant genes, and trimethylprime, flufenicals, and tetracyclines. So it also says it is possible that this data was generated as part of a study for the antibiotic resistance in bacteria. The presence of certain markers, I'm reading this last paragraph, okay? The presence of certain markers may indicate the presence of the resistant genes, and the patterns observed in the data may be used to identify clusters. You see, this is actually super, super good. This is something I could easily copy, like this second paragraph here. I could copy and paste and of course modify in manuscripts if I'm writing a summary, like, or if you're a student listening to this and you're writing your thesis, this is something you could actually manipulate. So this is super good. So I'm going to try something more. I'm going to bring a small part of this same data and ask ChatGPT to help me make a heat map. So let's see what will happen. So I'll go back to the data. I'm not taking all of it. I'll just take a small part, just this, to have a quick feedback. So I'm bringing this into ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, can you help me, sorry, what am I typing? Help me make heat map with Panda. Okay, I want to make a heat map with Panda, then I'll put the same data. So let's see what it said. It says, yes, I can help you make a heat map with the data using pandas and matplots. So, whoa, see, guys? So it's bringing me actually the code that I need. So I need to import pandas, of course. And then I need to bring my data set in. I can import it through another channel. And it's just giving me the whole code. So all I need to do at the end is just to copy. I'll just go up here, copy the codes, and then run it on my own terminal. And that will be it. This is good. This is actually good for lazy people like me. When I say lazy, I mean I don't usually have time for data analysis. I will need to focus on doing more of my science and reading papers or writing applications, writing publications, right? Or being in the lab. So if this can actually be a chit chat or a cheat sheet, I wanted to say, then this is beautiful. So as you could see, if I take this code, if you are a newbie to data analysis or anything, you could just copy this code, bring it to your terminal without knowing whatever it is, and then you'll be able to plot your data. So this code generates a heat map that displays the occurrence of genes in different samples. The darker the color, the higher the occurrence. Can you see that? I'm going to ask the same for the same data set, but then in R, because this is to be done in pandas. So can you generate a heat map in R with this data? Then I'll paste the same data and then run it. And what is ChatGPT going to do? It says, yes, I can use the heat map function for R So first of all, it will bring my data as read table. This is classic for R, for those who use R. You see, it's now trying to display my my data. Can I see? Yes. So it's displaying the data by sample and by genes. So you have the genes in the rows and in the columns, and the sample types in the column. Then header is equal to true. Then it's loading the library graphics, and then heat map as matrix. Exactly. Color heat cost. Yes. It has not made my heat map, but this is it. I mean, I have the code here. It has just helped me with the code that I need. Then I just need to, if I'm a newbie, I'll just copy this code, go to my R interface and paste it. So this code first reads. So now it is actually giving a description of what the different codes mean, so I can further or better understand it. So first I need to, what it did first was to produce my data, convert it into a data frame. And then I've made my own heat map already here, but it's just to see how ChatGPT could help make this better. So yes, and I could also do it just on my terminal from Anaconda, right, or in R, which I've done. But this was just a small test. I wanted to see how ChatGPT works. What does it do? It seems like it can do more. As you could see from the beginning, it's able to answer any question in any way, in the simplest question possible. Like I could ask, who will be the next president of Nigeria? I know why I'm asking that, because I love the whole campaign going on. So he said, I am an AI language model and I don't have the ability to predict the future. The winner of the Nigerian presidential election is determined through a democratic process. So, of course, that was a stupid question. But yes, you could see it's very flexible. It goes it cuts across any kind of topic. It can answer you different questions in different ways. And for sure, if you're into data science, if you're into data visualization, if you're into genomic data analysis, machine learning, any of these new worlds, AI, whatever, just ask and it will answer you. If it can't, it will help you with the code and tell you where to go and run that code. So from now on, life is made easier. Thank you very much for listening to my crazy morning talk. Bye-bye. I'm going back to the lab now.